Honorable Mohammed Ali Durrani, Federal Minister for Information, His Excellency, the Ambassador for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Ali bin Saeed Azad al-Sari, Honorable Mujahid al-Sadar Attique Ahmed, Excellency, the Ambassador of Oman, Dr. Khalid al-Usmani, Brother Abdul Muhammad Ibrahim, and host of this gathering, Dr. Siddiq. Ladies and gentlemen, participants, I am extremely grateful that Parker Media Center for Research and Information, they have been able to manage this gathering, and very prominent people from all over the country and some from outside. For me, several personal and formal aspects, this is a highly distinguished gathering. Veteran political, diplomatic, intellectual personalities are sitting here. Siddiq, Chairman, Parker Media and Research Center, for providing us such an important opportunity to sit together. Ali bin Saeed Azad al-Sari, Ambassador Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, go by most inspirational gratitude. He is a true friend of Pakistan and true friend of Kashmiris. Generous gratitude to my brother Durrani sir, who has to be observant all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, the topic of the seminar has been selected as Saudi contribution in rehabilitation of earthquake victims. It is not a new topic at all, but it does provide an opportunity to recount the role of Saudi Arabia, of the Royal House of Saud and the brotherly institutions of Saudi Arabia. I am in the meeting as well, so I request all of you to please switch off your mobiles. So the hardly there is that left out any bond and friendship between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is our spiritual home. The high regard and respect for King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz of Pakistan, the kingdom and the Kaiser bin Abdulaziz to King of that in the tough days of 1965 and 1971, Harana Shaheed, there was Jawhar, or for that matter in any case, spared no effort in building bridges of mutual friendship and structures. I just incidentally was reminded of one statement made by Saudi King, Harana Sharif, when there was a question of airlifting difficulties. So the first statement came from the king was that if at all there is a requirement, Saudi Arabia is prepared to build a bridge of helicopters from donors to beneficiaries. So that was something unique as far as the psychological moral assistance is concerned. Only for Egypt, Saudi Arabia has provided 7,400 shelters, 6,000 for Muzaffarabad and 1,500 for Baghal district, tens of thousands of tents, hundreds of tons of food items, several thousand blankets, clothes. Ladies and gentlemen, the range, level and the depth of friendship and mutuality existing between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia under the prudent statesmanship of King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz and President General Pervez Musharraf is immeasurable. It is progressive, embracing all areas of interest, and you all know what are the interests common between these two brotherly countries. There is complete commonness of purpose and vision. The views and perceptions of both King Abdullah and President General Pervez Musharraf are identical. We take immense pride in these rising ties of trust. In building up such an ideal friendship and brotherliness, the role of His Excellency, Mr. Ali bin Saeed Azad al-Sari is very important, very prominent. Right from late Ambassador Riyad al-Khatib, the ties, till today the ties continued on the rise. So the Excellency, the Ambassador has done a marvelous job. Able and dynamic ambassadorship has left no stone unturned in bringing closer the nations, both the nations and countries. Mujahid Sardar Attique voted for the first time the proposal for the Intra-Kashmir Conference in the annual Royal House of Saudi Arabia extended their full moral scope The twin fathers of the Muslim Ummah, Kashmir and Palestine, have been very close to their hearts. Several universities, special seats were reserved for the Kashmiri students. This I am talking of as far back as 70s, between 71 and 75. And number, if I am not wrong and incorrect, the number for the Kashmiri students were 30. And I think the whole of Pakistan was getting 5 to 6 seats. But for Azad government, Saudi Arabian Kingdom had reserved 30 seats in 70s. That just was in effect an indication of the deep concern of Saudi Arabia to see the backward Kashmiris rise in the educational field. Construction of King Khalid bin Abdulaziz Mosque in Muzaffarabad is a holy monument of lasting remembrance of that gift of Saudi Arabia. Another mosque in Muzaffarabad is being built by His Majesty. All these measures suggest a certain direction of mutuality which we all should try to understand. Ladies and gentlemen, the thoughts expressed by the veteran minds here are a valuable addition towards expanding the horizon of understanding. Such thoughts come only from depths of sincere minds. All of us are obliged to embrace them unhesitatingly. With this, once again, I would like to offer my gratitude to Saudi leadership, to the people who have been there all the time to assist us, Brother Dr. Khalid Usmani and many others, Brother Abdul Muhammad Ibrahim Patil, Director General International Islamic Relief Organization. There is Rabta Al-Islami, there is World Muslim Youth Assembly WAMI, there is Kashmir Committee. There are so many individuals, philanthropists and the people. A huge donation I had received in cash by the chairman of Baitul Mal, Brigadier Safraz. Grateful in any way. Nevertheless, he gave a detailed account forward now to Karachi. Please to organize this wonderful gathering this afternoon, this evening, and I pray and wish that we should be able to benefit more and more from this assistance in the most transparent possible way. With that, I thank all of you.
والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Your Excellency Sardar Attique Ahmed, Your Excellency Prime Minister Sardar Attique Ahmed, your good brother who had actually physically be with me on Brother Court on a very hot day, distributing about 40 trucks of welfare goods to our brothers, the FT, their Minister Durrani Saab. Excellencies, ambassadors, I must extend a very special thanks to your excellencies of being here today. I also must thank all the wonderful speakers who have been kind enough to mention what we have done as Saudi Arabian people or leadership, and namely Sultan Fayyad Hassan Shah, Nadim Ahmed Khan, Muhammad Abdul Waqeen, Mansur Hussain, Ni'matullah Khan, Khalid Osmani, and our dear brother who had organized this gathering, Dr. Abu Bakr Siddiq. And I must also say that I hope and pray that the PAC Arab Media and Research Center will be a good link, not only with Saudi Arabia alone, but with the Arab countries as a whole, to further promote the link between, because I have no doubt the love of the Arab nation towards Pakistan is no less than others for such a wonderful Pakistani nation here. I'm thankful also very much for the presence of their excellencies, whether it's the Prime Minister of Kashmir or His Excellency Mr. Durrani for being here. I know how valuable their time is, especially Durrani Saab. He has election to go to soon, so we have to